All right, here we go. Jap5. Welcome to VladTV. Fresh out.
Man, what's the deal?
Fresh out. January 31st.
Yeah.
Looking swole. Yeah, I see it. How many sets of 225 were you doing in there?
We don't got no weights in there.
Oh, there's no weights?
Hell no.
Oh, so it's just push-ups and...
Push-ups, pull-ups, dips.
Okay. I got it, man.
And eating good.
Eating good. All right. Looks like it worked.
Yeah, it did what it's supposed to do.
Well, first time here. I want to start in the very beginning. So, born and raised in South Central LA.
Yeah.
Now, you're named after your dad.
Yeah.
Baby Jap?
Yeah, Baby Jap.
Or Jap3?
Both.
Okay. So, explain the Jap name.
Well, it's just like a generational thing. Like, it's 5 of us, and my dad is number 3. I'm after him, my cousin number 4, and I'm number 5. So it just fell in that order.
Okay, so is there a big Jap?
Yeah, it go all the way, like it's 5 of us.
Okay, so his oldest brother, your uncle?
No, my uncle's Lil Jap.
Okay, so who is Jap1?
Nah, he passed away.
Oh.
That's our oldest homie though. Like he the oldest one in our generation.
Okay, so are you related to him or no?
Yeah, we all family.
Aha. Okay, and you guys are all members of the 107 Hoover Criminals.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the background because it's a very interesting background. So you guys originated in the late 1960s?
Yep.
Okay, how did it start?
Shit, I really don't know too much about the history too far back. Like, you know, that's out of my time. So I just know about like from when I started.
Okay, because from what I understand, the original name was the 107 Hoover Groovers?
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Okay. And then around 72, 73, the 107 Hoovers joined the Crip Alliance and became the 107 Hoover Crips.
You know more about it than me.
Okay. But then in 1979, a war broke out internally because of the death of Raymond Washington. And there was the conflict between the Rolling 60s and the A-Trays. And the 107s aligned with the gangster side and became the 107 Hoover Gangster Crips.
Nah, we was never no Gangster Crips.
So that's not right.
Nah, not Gangster Crips, just 107 Hoover Crips.
Okay. But there has been kind of a tension between like the Rolling 60s and your clique.
Yeah, that's same thing, generational stuff.
Okay. So you were basically born into it.
Yeah, most definitely.
So growing up as a kid, when did you realize what was going on around you?
I really didn't realize it until I started to get older. Like it was just normal to me. Like, you know, being born into something, it's like, it's so normalized, like violence and just understanding like the stuff that's going on in the community when you grow up into it. It's so normalized that you really don't understand like what's really going on until you get put in a position where you actually wake up. And it wasn't like until I was like in juvenile hall where I realized like I was really a gangbanger.
Okay.
Like I just used to run around with my homies and stuff. We used to be doing stuff, just running around. Then I just got older. When I ended up hitting juvenile hall, when I start fighting enemies, I'm like, damn, they really want me. Like, you know, once I started running into them and they wanted to fight me, I'm like, damn, I'm really from over there.
Well, as a kid, you were going back and forth between your mom's house and your dad's house.
Yeah.
Right? But then your dad ended up getting locked up.
Yeah.
Like, what age were you?
Shit, he been in and out my whole life.
Okay.
So.
Like, how old were you when you remember your dad going to jail?
Like 5.
That young. Did you know what he was going to jail for?
Nah.
No idea. So your mom was kind of shielding you from that?
Yeah, she was keeping us protected from that as much as she could.
Okay, but growing up in that family, in that neighborhood, it's not like you were really jumped in. You just became part of it because that was what you were always part of?
Yeah. I just, like, I literally was born into it. Like, I just grew up as a kid, like I said, just running around being my dad's son. Like, how highly ranked he was. They used to always just call me, like, Lil Jap or Infant Jap, and it kind of just stuck. And people started calling me that. And at first, I thought it was just like a childhood nickname. Then, like I said, it stuck. And as I started to get older, it just started to develop, and my ways started to develop, and it just, you know, I started banging.
Well, You said you were a bad kid growing up. You were stealing, fighting, throwing rocks at cars, letting people's dogs out out of the fence.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
when did you actually officially start getting in trouble?
Shit, since I was a baby.
Since you were a baby.
Yeah, since I was a baby.
Okay. When did you first get arrested?
I was 11
For what?
for stabbing up some kids at school with a screwdriver.
Okay. So what exactly happened?
Shit. It was just constant, like, going back and forth, like, arguing, and it just led to one thing or another. They jumped me. They caught me slipping one time. They jumped me, and I just came back the next day with a screwdriver, and I was on that.
Okay. So you came back with a screwdriver at school?
Yeah, I brung to school.
And
I
then
used to ride my mini bike to school, so I used to keep a screwdriver under my mini bike seat.
Okay. So you grabbed the screwdriver, and what happens next?
Shit, I went to work. I seen the dudes that jumped me, and I told them I want to fight again. They came to the corner, and I went to work.
On one of them or all of them?
On all of them.
So multiple people got stabbed?
Yeah, like 5.
I mean, with a screwdriver, that just sounds crazy.
Nah, it sounded worse than it actually was. Like, I didn't even break no skin. Like, it didn't
Right, that's
puncture
what
or
I'm
nothing.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
how do you puncture skin with a screwdriver?
It
You
was
gotta
like
really
a bunch of whelps. Like, when they showed the pictures in court and stuff, it was just like a bunch of scratches and whelps.
Okay, so at 11 years old, you stabbed a bunch of kids with a screwdriver, and you got sent to juvie for how long?
I did probably like 6 months. I did a camp program.
Okay, so now you're in juvenile hall with a bunch of other bad kids, and that's when you realized kind of the whole neighborhood affiliation and gang affiliation and so forth?
Yeah, because like before that, they didn't exist. Like, I didn't run into them. I was a kid, so I wasn't participating in like adult activities. So like my only knowing of like Hoover was like my homies. And then it's like when you did hear like the stories about like the other side, like neighborhoods and stuff and all our enemies, like it was like our homies down talking them. Like it was like, oh, they not like that or they boo-boo and all this shit. Then when I went to the halls and seen that they was turned up like us, I'm like, damn, they like, y'all lie. Like they tripping too. Like they hate us as much as we hate them.
Okay, but you're 11, so are you with other 11-year-olds or some of the kids older?
It was like preteens, like teenagers, preteens, early teens.
Okay, so about the same age. So it's not like you're with a
like
bunch
from
of
11 to like
17-year-olds.
16.
Okay, well, up to 16?
Yeah,
So those are much bigger kids.
yeah, for sure.
So were you fighting in juvie?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Hell yeah.
Okay, but how many of your guys did you have in there? Or was it like all the Crips would kind of band together? But you had Crip on Crip problems, so.
Yeah. I had a couple homies with me. Yeah, we didn't, not that many, but the ones that was with me was strong, so we held our own.
I mean, did it get really violent or is it just fistfights?
Nah, just fighting.
Okay, so.
Most like disrespectful. It got disrespectful. Wasn't no like real like violence, but it was disrespect. A lot of that, spitting on each other, all type of stuff like that.
Okay, and you get out after 6 months, and now you're back home. And I think after that, a bunch of videos started to surface with you.
Yeah.
There was this one video, you're like at a restaurant, and you ask some dudes where they're from,
Yeah.
and then you slap them after they tell you the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Who were those guys?
So the guy that I slapped is more personal than like actual than what the world see it to be. Like it was more personal. Like I used to talk to his cousin, and one day I was I went to sleep with her, and she posted me on her story, but she put an emoji over my head, but you could see the tattoo on my back. So I guess he recognized the tattoo, and he told her like, if you fuck with the ops, you better duck with the ops. So then he started sending her like a bunch of like threats and stuff, and I'm like, this your cousin, weirdo. And he started sending me like a bunch of weird stuff in my DM. And when he started sending me like a bunch of weird stuff on social media, I just like kind of let it go. And then I ended up going to jail for a pistol, and I got released. And when I got released, I got picked up, and they asked me like, what do you want to eat? And I told him, I'm like, just run to Taco Bell real quick. And when I went to Taco Bell, he was in there. And I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, ain't this you? And he like, nah. That's why I asked him, like, so you not from neighborhood? Like, he like, nah. I'm like, so, like I said, I told him at first, I'm like, check it out. Like, come outside. I want to fight. He like, I'm not going out there. I'm like, so you gonna be a bitch? You gonna turn it down? He like, he just stayed quiet. I'm like, oh, you a bitch. And treated him like a bitch.
So this is the day you got out of jail.
Yeah.
So you do know that you could have gone right back to jail.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Wasn't
I
even
was
thinking
more
about
so
that.
like, you popped it, you got caught.
Well, there's another video where you were fighting two guys.
Yeah.
Because I guess they had beat up some street vendors.
Yeah.
So what happened with that?
Same thing. Like just, I was out with my daughter one day, and it was a little bit after that video had surfaced. Like I was out with my daughter one day, and we was at like a little lake, and I didn't have no signal on my phone or nothing. I didn't have no signal, so we chilling, spending time together, and I ended up leaving. And when I was leaving, as I was on my way home, my phone started like blowing up like crazy. And I looked on my Instagram, and I probably had like 70,000 followers. But when I left, I only had like 2,000. So I was like, what the fuck? So I was looking through all the shit, and I seen like a bunch of like threats and stuff. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I didn't know what it was. I was just kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I ended up looking at my story, and my story had like probably like 200,000 views on it. I was like mind blown, like, what the fuck is this? So I thought it was fake at first. I'm thinking I'm glitching and shit. So long story short, I guess because my homies seen me slap the boy in Taco Bell, they slapped the street vendor and tagged me in it, like basically showing me, like, I guess they like, oh, we slapped somebody too. And when they did that, I was more so like, they put me in a situation, and I don't know, I just didn't think it was funny. Like, you know, I'm like, just seeing all these threats on my pictures, people under my daughter pictures and stuff, I'm like, that's weird. So I ended up calling in to my homies like, hey, bro, like, I wasn't there. I didn't have nothing to do with this shit. They got people posting my address, my car online. Like, they got people on that. I'm like, these Mexicans are tripping. Like that's not cool. They got me in a situation. Like, y'all need to handle that. And I felt like when I did tell my homies that, they wasn't like, they didn't have the energy. Like, I'm like y'all telling me, like, basically in so many words, like, oh yeah, we not gonna do that. Like, this the homie. So I just took it into my own matter. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna just DP both of them. So I just got on with both of them.
And that video went viral.
Yeah, it went viral too.
Well, you end up going to county jail for possession of a firearm.
Yeah.
That was at what age? Like 17, 18?
Yep.
Okay. At that point, why did you feel like you had to carry a gun?
Man, it speaks for itself. I'm Jap5, man. Like, I'm a trophy. Like, you know, that's what they be on. Like, it's like they catch me slipping, they gonna get me. So I gotta protect myself any means necessary.
Well, you had the nickname Infant Shooter?
Infant Jackson Shooter.
Infant Shooter, that's crazy. I mean, you yourself, you've gotten shot at?
Plenty of times.
Like, how old were you when you first got shot at?
Like 9.
9 years old. Describe that to me.
Just outside hanging out, and people come through shooting. I wasn't the target, but, you know, bullets flying in my direction, I got shot at.
Okay. How many times did you get shot at?
Too many. Like
10?
Way more than that.
20?
Probably about like in the high 20s.
In the high 20s. You ever get hit?
Yeah.
Okay, describe that situation.
Shit, just walking up on a car.
You walked up on a car.
Yeah, walked up on a car that called me.
Oh, they called you over.
Yeah, they said Jap. I walked up on a car. They started shooting.
Okay.
I got grazed on my leg.
Grazed your leg, that's
Yeah.
it. How many shots was it?
They shot like probably like 6 times.
And all they did was graze your leg.
Yeah.
Did you see who it was?
Nah.
Okay. Are you just saying that? Because
Yeah, nah. I didn't see who it was.
you didn't see who it was.
Nah.
Okay. How'd you feel after that?
I was enraged. Felt
But you were
angry.
just grazed, so it's not like it was a serious injury, but still.
Yeah, but you know, a possibility, like, you know, could have ended my life. Anytime stuff like that going on, it could be the end.
And how old were you when that happened?
Like 15.
Oh, so you were still a kid.
Yeah,
Okay. Were you already carrying a gun at that point?
for sure.
Okay. But then you end up getting caught by the police
Yeah.
with the gun. And that was the first time you got caught with a gun?
Nah.
How many times did you get caught up to that?
After that, or
No, before that?
probably like 4.
4 times.
Yeah.
So as a teenager, you're getting caught with a gun over and over and over again. And are you getting sent to juvie every time?
Yeah, sent to juvenile hall. Being there fighting the case. Sometimes they DA rejected, they dropped the case. Sometimes they send me to camp.
Okay, now, are you still talking to your dad during this time?
Yeah, hell yeah. Me and my pops had a strong bond.
Right, but he's going in and out of jail also.
Yeah, we was talking when we was in jail. Like when I was in jail, he was in jail, we was writing each other.
But you're in different jails.
Yeah.
Was your dad trying to say, like, listen, like, don't follow my footsteps, or was he telling you to turn up?
I feel like more so like he was lost. Like he didn't understand like that it wasn't right to do that. So he didn't have no clear understanding. So he kind of just was going with the flow. Like my pops was like my homie, like, you know, like we had a different type of bond. Like he didn't, like he called me bro. Like he don't call me son or nothing. He called me bro.
Okay, so you get caught with a gun at 18, you come out, and then at 19, you get sent back for robbery and assault.
Yeah.
Now, was this with the fight with 4 Extra?
I think so. Yeah, it was.
It was like 2016.
Yeah, that's when it was.
So you and 4 Extra got into a fist fight?
Yeah.
So 4 Extra said he won that fight.
Yeah.
What actually happened?
He's a liar, first of all.
Okay.
It really wasn't even no, like, it was more of like a tussle. It wasn't even no fight. So basically I landed in the dorm because I hit the county, and when I hit the county, all my homies was at MCJ, and I landed with all my homies in Men's Central Jail, and they end up calling me for Wayside, and a bunch of the homies they refused, like we don't go to Wayside, like all the neighborhoods at Wayside they tripping. I'm like, and at that time it was real hectic, like, you know, it was real bad for like my homies and stuff because they was super deep, like the neighborhoods was super deep at Wayside. So I ended up telling my homies, I'm like, man, like I'm not gonna refuse. If they call me, I'm gonna just go. Like, you know, I'm not about to go to the hole. Like, I'm gonna just go to Wayside. So my homie's like, all right, like, you gonna go? I'm like, yeah. So one of my homies like, man, well, just know, like, you know, they over there on that. So I'm like, all right, I'm on that too. So they send me to Wayside. When they send me to Wayside, I end up landing in the dorm with him. So when I landed in the dorm with 4 Extras, he was on the phone. And when I walked in, I remember he got off the phone and he asked me, he like, where you from, little boy? Like at the time I was probably like 19 years old, like 126 pounds. So he like, where you from, little boy? I'm from Westside Hoover. He like, stop playing. Like, I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm from Hoover. He like, you from Hoover? I'm like, yeah. He like, oh yeah, cuz you know who I am? I'm like, nah. He like, I'm 4 Extras, 40 Crip. I'm like, yep, I'm in for Jap, the shooter, Westside Hoover. He like, oh yeah, you got fades. So I'm like, all right, bet. But then he told me, he like, you too small for me. I'm not gonna get down with you, but you gonna get down with my homies. So I'm like, all right, bet. So he gave me 2 fades. He like, you gonna get down with the homie Baby Cisco, and you gonna get down with the homie Stone from 5'7". So we at lunchtime, we went up the stairs. We lined up the fades, and I ended up doing my shit. Like, I ended up performing on both of them. I got the best of both of his homies that he put on me. So he was hot. Like, I seen it in his face. He was mad as fuck. He was pacing back and forth. He was balling up his fist. He was like gasping. So I already knew like it was bad. Like I said, and then on top of that, I just ran 2 fades. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So he come over there, he started taking off his shirt. Once he started taking off his shirt, I'm like, damn, I already know, like, you know, it's bad. So he like, on 40 Crip, that's out. Like, I need that. So I'm like, damn, I'm like, let me catch my breath, cuz. He like, that's out on 40s. I'm like, let me catch my breath. He like, that's out. I'm like, man, let me catch my breath. He tried to bomb on me. So when he started bombing on me, we start like wrestling. So while we wrestling and shit, I'm trying not to let him hit me. Cause like I said, I just ran 2 fades back to back. So I'm like, I'm not trying to let him hit me. Cause at the time he was a big dude. Like, you know, he was like 26 years old. He probably was a little bigger than what I am now. But on top of that, like I said, I'm 5'7". He like 6'2", 6'3". Like I said, he a big boy. So I'm trying to like basically like run from him. I'm trying to get from up under him. So he trying to slam me. He trying to do the most. So basically he ended up like overpowering me. He threw his body at me, overpowered me. I fell. Like I said, I bounced up. The police start flashing us like, hey, stop fucking horse playing, whatever. He like, we just playing. They like, the police like, stop horse playing or y'all gonna both go to the hole. So when they say that, he go his way. He have like super theatricals, run upstairs, 40 Crip, da, da, da. I go my way. So that was the end of it. But then like the part that threw me off about everything is that after we got out, after the whole little shit, he came over there, he like, I respect you. Like, your homies don't come in here. Like, nigga, you the only Hoover nigga that came in here, that ran your face, that did this, that did that. Like, he like, I respect you. So we ate together after that. We worked out together after that. Like, we done went to court a few times, tripped in the tanks together. I done ran fades, watched him run fades with other little people that he beef with. Like, it was smooth. Like, you know, we was cool. So it's like 10 years later, I'm in prison and I hear that you did this interview talking about how you fucked me over. Like, man, stop popping it. Like, you're lying. It didn't happen like that. Your homie Bad News, no, it didn't happen like that from 9-0. It was a few. Avalon Blue from Five Trey Avalon was in there. No Nose from Bounty Hunters. It was a bunch of people in there like that know that it didn't happen the way that he said. So it's like he out here faking the image like he just super tripping. It's like, not at all.
What'd you think about him blowing off his fingers on the 4th of July last year?
Shit.
That was the craziest shit I'd ever heard of.
I feel like
honestly, when I heard about that, I mean, number one, why even have an M1000 in your hand like that?
Yeah. I don't know. That dude got an explosive personality, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like when it come down to it, sometimes God got a crazy way of humbling people. Like, you 40 years old playing with fireworks and shit, like, sometimes shit like that gonna happen. Like, you know, like, you're grown as fuck. You got a baby. You out there playing with fireworks, super ignorant. Like, get a life. Like, you out there playing with fireworks at 40 years old. Like, you damn near 40. Like, that's out.
Well, I heard that his friend actually got it way worse. Like, he blew off his fingers, but his friend, I think, got part of his face blown off.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I know that when I was in jail, everybody was sending me, like, his hand and shit and, like, laughing about it. And I was like, that's serious. Like, you know, I don't wish that on nobody.
Yeah.
Like, all bullshit aside, like I said, he was cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really, like, when that happened, I thought, like, he had no idea that he woke up that morning with the last day with all 5 fingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think about shit like that. Like, after today, I'm not going to have a full hand anymore.
It's like, what they say, you play with fire, you get burned.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, you out there playing with fireworks. Like I said, that's, I don't know, like, you know, I try to keep my opinion to myself, but we grown. Like, I'm not even his age. I'm 28. I'll leave that shit to the YNs. I'm not about to be out there running the streets playing with fireworks. Like, nigga.
Well, when you got into the fight with 4 Extra, you were there for robbery and assault?
I had a few different charges, but I ended up getting convicted of the robbery and assault.
Okay, what was the robbery about?
I don't remember.
Okay, but were you doing robberies during that time?
Nah.
Okay.
It was like some bullshit. They just, I don't know, I feel like they had it out for me. Like,
so you stacked a bunch of different charges and just, did you plead out or you were found guilty?
Nah, I pled out. Because
Okay.
they was trying to bang me. Every time I go to jail, they try to give me like 100 or better years. So I'm like, I'm not about to play with these people.
Okay, so that right there, how long was that bid when you pled out?
I did like 4 years.
Okay, that was pretty serious then. So
Yeah.
like age 18 to 22, you were locked up?
Yep.
Okay. Now, was that the first time you were actually in adult prison?
Yeah, that was the first time.
State prison?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's different about state prison than all the juvie bids that you were doing?
I feel like in juvenile hall, like, we're still wild. Like, you know, you still turned up wild. I feel like when you get to prison, it's more like structure. Like, you start to really understand, like, what's really going on, and that everything that, you know, we've been fed is like false belief. Like, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's crazy. Like, when you learn to, like, pay attention to, like, the detail of everything, it's like, man, at the end of the day, when I was in juvenile hall, it was turned up, all gas, like, we tripping, all your enemies is on site, rushing them. It's that. Hit the county jail, same thing, squabble up, they pulling you out, popping you out, you gotta run your fades. Like, it's just constant fades. But then when you get to prison, they like too black, too strong. And it's like a throw off, like, what the fuck? Like, like, man, I'm out here taking penitentiary chances, like, about to get life in jail for my enemies. And then once I get to prison, y'all talk about it's against other colors now. Like, it's us against them. And we're too black, too strong. So it's like more so like it's a confusing thing. So that's where I woke up. That's where I finally opened my eyes. Like I can't die for this shit and I can't do life for this shit because like it's false.
Yeah, I remember I did an interview with BG Knockout.
Yeah.
Who's a Compton Crip. And he said that one day sitting in prison, he had to think about whether he loved his gang more than his kids.
Yeah.
Because the love for his gang was keeping him away from his kids. And he finally said, you know something, I'm done with all this.
You know, the thing that bothered me about my own situation was like, yo, I had to question like if I loved my kids and my family, because like why would I leave them to come to a place like this, you know? And that's the thing that I try to talk to my young homies who are still in there. It's like, you watching your kids just grow up without you.
Was that kind of like a similar type of thing that you started thinking about, or?
In a sort, not really like I'm done with it, but I'm like, I just have to choose the path between like, okay, am I gonna be a gang banger or a gang member? Like either way, I'm gonna be a gang member. Like I'm always gonna be from where I'm from. Like I can't take that back.
Yeah.
Like it's like no matter what you do, that's gonna be an attachment to you. Like you can stop banging, you're still gonna be that dude from Hoover that stopped banging. Stop, I can snitch, they gonna be that dude from Hoover that snitch. Go bad, like whatever I do, like I said. And I just chose like, if I make $1 million, I'm gonna be the nigga from Hoover that made $1 million. So I'm like, I just had to choose my path. Like I want to be the person from Hoover that made it before the person from Hoover that died or anything else. Like, you know, so I just chose like success. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still where I'm from, but as far as participating in gang activities and all that shit, like I'm a rap, man. I'm gonna do my music. I want to change my life. I want to live for my daughters. I got 2 daughters. Like, you know, I want to move different. So that's what I kind of channeled on.
Well, what do you think was the worst thing that you experienced or saw during those 4 years when you first got to state prison?
Just a lot of like homie on homie stuff.
Huh.
Like I said, in prison it's cards. So like they separate like the Bloods, they all run together. The Crips, like they have their card, then like the neighborhood card, the Hub and the Dub card, the Long Beach card. So just like seeing like, as far as like, when it come down to it, anything that was going wrong within like you, like for example, like if I did something, my card would have to handle me. So the Hoover card would have to stab me if I had to get stabbed. If I had to got off the yard, they would have to get me off the yard. So just thinking like damn, like it's gonna be your own homies. Like it's fucked up, but it's politics, like, you know, and just it's like playing with fire low key. Like damn, anything go wrong, like it's like the neighborhood's not gonna get you. Like your own homies gonna get you. So just me seeing that, and like not just us. Like I seen neighborhoods knock each other out, stab each other. I seen Bloods do it to each other. So it's like just seeing that just kind of opened my eyes. Like damn, like it's real. Like this prison shit real. You could really die in here. Or another thing, like just seeing people with hella years, like landing in there, like I said, I had a cellie that had been down since 1972.
Damn, that's before I was born.
Yep, I had a cellie that had been down since 1972, and he still worked out. He was 72 years old, still worked out, still like talked, and just like, it was crazy. I'm like, just me seeing that, like damn, like the world would never see you again. Like people on the streets don't even know you exist. Like, and it's fucked up. Like, you know, so many people get lost in the system that it's like, I don't know. I just told myself that I don't want that to be me.
Well, stabbings are common in prison.
Yeah.
Were you involved in any at all?
Nah, stayed away from that type of
So
stuff.
just fist fights?
Yeah, if I had to. In prison, you don't really fight like that. Like, unless you have to. If it's like a lineup or something, then you got to get it out the way. But prisons usually, like, no hands. Like, yeah.
Well, I interviewed a couple of Chicago guys, and they told me something that I guess is unique to Chicago called savage life. Have you ever heard of this?
Hell no.
Okay, so I've heard this from like 3 different guys who have either seen it or were around situations when it was happening. So in Chicago, the savage life thing, that if you have a problem with someone, you would knock him out, pull down his pants, and spit in his ass.
Oh, no, that's some freaky shit.
Because then that has to be registered as a rape in prison because there's human substance inside you.
Well, I don't know where this gay shit started from, but this was going on. In Chicago, Cook County Jail, they will knock you the fuck out.
Cold. Knock you out
when you
cold.
hit that ground, you will hear this. Get that butt! Motherfucker gets that. Nah, the nigga that's fighting that be, get the butt. Motherfucker gone. Pull your pants down. Pull your drawers down. Open up your ass and spin your ass. And now your ass a bitch.
And there's dudes with tattoos on their face, like how many times they've done this to people.
It was a nigga from the burbs. I think he Y block or cheaper block or some shit. You know, like how in the real world, people say they get tattoos right here for killing people, the teardrops. He had tattoos right here by his lip. He said that's how many asses he spit in. I'm like, on my dead home, I'm like, I gotta go home, folk.
That's some foul shit.
Have you ever heard of shit like this?
Hell no.
Okay.
That's freaky.
Were rapes occurring in prison?
Nah, I didn't see no shit like that. I
Okay.
heard that's like old back in the day shit.
Okay, but you have gay dudes in prison that have relationships.
Yeah, see, that's
So
that's
that's just like not in your card at all.
yeah, nah, I'm not a
Okay.
part of that.
So if a Hoover Crip came out as gay, what happens?
Shit, I don't know. Only God knows.
Okay, but is that accepted or not accepted?
Shit, I don't know. I feel like that's his business. Whatever he got going is what he got going. I mind my own business. I don't.
But so what I'm saying is though, in this whole, all the dudes around you in the Hoover Crip card,
Yeah.
none of them were gay. None of them had a boyfriend
In
or
jail?
anything else like that. In jail.
Oh hell no.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that's not tolerated.
Yeah, no, they got a place for that.
All the gay dudes in their own
Yeah,
kind
they
of.
send them to a different type of yard.
Okay. Well, at what point did you start thinking about rapping?
I feel like I just used to freestyle a lot, and my freestyle started going viral. And when they started going viral, people used to tell me like, "Bro, you're really hard." Like, and I started running into people. Like, I'll be out and people will see me and notice me from like the freestyles I was doing, and they ask me like, "Hey, you the dude from that freestyle?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They'd be like, "We gonna drop another one?" Or people used to just send me like beats, and I used to just freestyle on them. So once I started like realizing like, damn, like all the freestyles I'm doing going viral, like I'm gonna try to make my own song. I made my own song and it went up too, and I just didn't let off the gas.
Okay, so were you releasing music while locked up or before you were locked up?
Yeah, before I was locked up, I didn't release nothing like locked up.
Okay, because you were locked up from, was it 2016
Yeah,
to 2020?
to 2020.
Okay.
Then from 2021 to 2026.
Okay, so as you're doing the 4-year bid from 16 to 20,
Yeah,
Nipsey Hussle gets killed.
yeah,
Now, you guys have problems with the Rolling 60s,
yeah,
but I felt like Nipsey was kind of above all that.
for
in
sure.
a way. Now, I remember when I interviewed Big U, he talked about how he kind of carefully sort of steered like Nipsey's image, where like, you know, he had him start doing songs with like YG, and, you know, like when they would film videos, he'd make sure that no one's name was crossed out in the background or no one's
Yeah.
neighborhood was disrespected or whatever, because that was like the first time you saw like Crips and Bloods doing music together in LA.
Yeah,
So when we start moving, I used to purposely watch all our videos, make sure. I used to tell Steve, no, that video can't go out because in the back of there, got somebody said crossed out. And that video, no, you can't do this. And we used to purposely like make sure we wasn't dissing people, but representing the turf.
Right. And Nipsey would wear red in his
And
videos.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you can wear what you want to wear. You know what I mean? Because I knew that it would send a message to LA. And once we was able to kill the color line, that bull effect, you see red, you got to target, you got to attack it, you got to go at it. It would start making people be able to move.
How did you feel about Nipsey?
shit, I loved him.
Okay.
I feel like that's one of my idols. Like, that's one of my icons for sure. Like, he one of the influences. Watched his documentary probably like 10 times. Like, I feel like he was very wise. Yeah, he was very influential.
When he gets killed, what did you think? Because you're locked up at the time.
Yeah.
But I'm sure in the prisons, you guys heard instantly.
Yeah, honestly, like, it's crazy because before he got killed, I was in prison and we was in fire camp. It was me and another dude from 60s named Down Down, Baby Down Down. And we was talking and I don't know what made it come to my mind, but I asked him, I'm like, what you think, like, what happened if Nipsey died? And he like, man, the city would be on fire. Like, they'll set the city on fire. Like, he like, man, the homies would go crazy. And I told him, I'm like, I feel like if something happened to Nipsey, I feel like it will be some inside shit because everybody know where he is. Like, but he don't have the type of, like, I feel like he didn't have the type of personality or following that make people want to get him. I feel like he definitely was like somebody who we needed around. Like, you know, Like even like just being young, like I remember when I used to be afraid to say I liked Nipsey. Like I used to be, when I used to be with the homies, I was like, man, turn that shit off. You don't want to hear this. And then once I used to get by myself, I used to watch his videos and I used to like admire him. Like, damn, like he really dope. And I just was afraid of what the homies would think about me. Like, oh, this nigga a fan of a op.
Yeah.
But like I said, as I got older and started to realize, like, it's not about that. Like, this was a wise man that was really giving a lot of education out there, and health is wealth. And so I feel like he did a lot for the community. He did a lot for all of us. Like, even his enemies, like just by being wise and just showing us how to move, and like just all around, like, from how he walked to how he talked to him having one of the baddest females in the game. Like it was very influential.
I mean, when you found out who did it, and it was an inside job because the guy who killed him, Shitty Cuz, was a Rolling 60s Crip.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I honestly thought it was like some hater shit. Like, when somebody going to the top, I feel like it's always gonna be like that. Like, most definitely. But I feel like also like Nip was so smart that I'm sure if he would have realized or would have paid attention to the fact that 60s could have been his downfall, then I'm sure he wouldn't have fucked with them either. Like, just like like I said, he was a wise guy, man. Like, real wise. And I feel like he loved his hood so much that he didn't realize that they could do that to him.
Yeah, I remember I interviewed Freeway Ricky, who's from
that's
South
my
Central.
relative.
Yeah, that's one of the OGs and so forth. And he said that he wished that he had talked to Nipsey before he passed to explain to him how to function in the hood. Because he's like, you can't ask someone if they're snitching in a situation like that, because that could trigger all types of shit, which ultimately happened.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
hell yeah.
In a situation like that, you see someone, you heard they're snitching, whatever, whether it's true or not, you say, all right, cool. Hey, good seeing you. I got to go. And that would have been the end of that, as opposed to actually confronting someone with a piece of information in front of other people where now you're embarrassing that person. And
well, you got to live a certain way to be able to live in South Central and have money. You have to treat people a certain way. You have to be respected a certain way. And I don't think that he knew how to do it.
Well, don't you think he was well respected in that area? I mean, he was kind of the savior of South Central.
Yeah, I mean, having respect and being respectful is two different things.
And I even heard it wasn't even true. You know, like Brick Baby, that was like the homie of Shitty Cuz. And he said, yeah, this actually wasn't even true, that he actually didn't snitch. But there was a rumor circulating, and someone as big as Nipsey saying that you're already unstable, you're already violent, you're on drugs, you got mental issues. It's just a bad situation that, let's just say that Nipsey, instead of hanging out in South Central, was hanging out at the Marathon Burger in, where's Marathon Burger? Like in Hollywood?
Melrose.
Melrose, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a whole different area, different types of people. He probably would have been fine, but being where he was, just a bad set of events.
I don't have the same angle as everybody else. Nipsey, you should not be able to get close to Nipsey, but when you do get close to Nipsey, Nipsey shouldn't be entertaining, and everybody feels this way. Don't entertain, nigga. You are a millionaire. Do you know how many people over here have did stuff and told, and did, even if Eric Holder was a snitch? Why the fuck? And I don't know if that's what the conversation with, but why even talk about that with this peon?
Yeah, it's just like I said. I feel like life is just set on, like, when you learn how impactful your decisions are, I feel like you start to like pay attention. Like, one thing about me, I learn a little different than like most. Like, I'm one of the people that I learn from other people's mistakes. Like, I watch everybody. Like, I watch Draco. I saw what he did wrong. I watched Nipsey. I seen where he made his mistake at. And I feel like at the end of the day, it's like when you got that type of power, like, you gotta move different. Like, it's like, even if you are like, I don't know how true it is, but I heard that Nipsey had went down there to bless one of his homies that just got out of jail.
Yeah.
It's like you a millionaire. Like you could have cashed out them 10,000. Like you could have had a female go down there and bless him. Like you could have had your brother Black Sam go do it. It's like when you, like I learned like my pops taught me like life is chess. Like when you a king, you gotta move like a king, and a king is usually the last piece to move on the board. It's like you got all the pieces around you. Like you gotta use your pawns. You gotta use everything else. It's like, cause once they get the king, it's over. The game over. It's like once you checkmate, it's just done.
Draco, you mentioned him.
Yeah.
I was speaking to Draco when he was locked up. His manager wanted me to interview him. And I said no, because he was facing that murder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever we talk about is going to end up in your trial. So as soon as you get out, I got you. But I just don't want to do anything to hurt your situation.
Yeah.
He beat his case. He came out. We did the interview right away. Your manager, TK, actually wanted me to do the interview maybe about a year ago while you were still locked up.
Yeah.
And I said no, because I was concerned that something you might say in the interview might be used in your case.
Yeah.
You know, like I've been through legal shit myself. My lawyers always told me to shut the fuck up when it comes to upcoming cases.
Yeah.
So for your well-being, even though I knew it would get a lot of views,
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm going to pass on it. Let's wait until everything works out.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Right
It
here.
worked out. Welcome home.
Yeah.
But then Draco started kind of getting bold. He started dropping songs like Ingle Weird.
Exactly.
So when you say moving, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Stuff like that?
Just like just creating enemies for yourself. Like me, like I gang bang, but I don't diss hoods in my music. I don't do none of that. Like people know who I am. If you know who I am, you know who I am. Like, but I don't give people no extra reason to want to give me any more than they already do. Like, you know, like when it come down to it.
Dissing Inglewood as a whole city.
And then going to go try to perform in Inglewood is crazy.
Oh, and that's where he got killed. Oh, was that the Forum?
Yeah. I don't know if it was at the Forum. I know it was an event out there in Inglewood.
Was it? Okay, hold on. Let me double check.
Wasn't it? I know it wasn't far.
It was a Once Upon a Time music festival at Exposition Park. Where is Exposition Park? So that's LA. That's not Inglewood, right? Okay, right. So
That's
he wasn't
that's
actually
still
in Inglewood.
reachable. Like, you know, that's still.
Well, so yeah, the city next door, next door
that's
pretty
still
much.
reachable.
I mean,
It's like you create like more enemies for yourself, and when you do stuff like that, you just make yourself more of a target. Like it's different. Like when people already beef with you. Like for example, like Nipsey Hussle. Like everybody knew where Nipsey was from. Everybody know he got enemies, but he wasn't doing no extracurricular activities to make anybody want to get him more than they already, like, you know, like he could have been doing a lot more. Like he had a huge platform. If he was dissing hoods and doing all that, he would have had squares like non-affiliates dissing hoods. It's like when you got an influence like that and people follow you, like it's like people out of state that don't know what gangs is that will be saying like dissing Inglewood. And it's like when you got that type of influence and you using your platform for stuff like that, you just make people want to get you way more. And it's like I said, I fucked with Draco. I felt like he was dope. I felt like honestly, like he had it for the city. After Nip died, I felt like Draco was the face of the city.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like a lot of people are doing their best Draco imitation these days.
For sure. He paved the way for a lot of people.
Like the style.
And if he was still alive.
Yeah, even Drake was doing songs with him.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he was really popping.
Yeah, and he had crazy lingo. Like he was dope.
Yeah, no, he was dope. But like I said, I did one of the first interviews when he got out. It was sad, and that murder's still, unsolved. To think that you're in a huge crowd of people, and no one saw anything. I mean, I'm sure that hurts for the family. And rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, man. I interviewed him one time, but we would run into each other in L.A.
Yeah.
We would chop it up. Just a good dude, man. Just a good dude. I was really sad when that shit happened. Okay, so you get out and you drop Instagram post with Treyway 6K?
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's my bro.
And that's your biggest song?
Yeah, that's for sure.
That song is like 8 million streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
And you also drop Activated.
Yeah.
How did it feel to have a song that started to react?
It felt good. It felt like I was going towards my goal. Like it felt like I was succeeding, for sure.
Okay, so you drop these songs and you start to buzz, but then in 2021, you're out for about a year or so?
Yeah.
and you get arrested in connection to a homicide case.
Yeah.
What was that about exactly?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, fair enough. So you get arrested and you get sent to county jail.
Yeah.
How did it feel to be charged with a murder at that point?
It felt crazy. It felt like I dropped the ball. Like, honestly, like, just to have the taste of success and like literally, like, that's what I felt like. I felt like it was like a Super Bowl game and I dropped the game-winning touchdown in the end zone. Like, I was so close to success. Like, I was just breaking through. And
Right. And now you're facing life in prison.
like, double life.
Double life. Why double life?
That's just how they do it. I got 3 strikes.
Oh,
I got,
okay.
Yeah, I got 3 strikes. So when you got 3 strikes and you fight another life sentence, basically they give you 3, because 3 strikes, you know, that's life automatically. Just fighting 3 strikes, you're gonna be fighting life. And then whatever your charge carry. And
Oh, so you get life for the 3rd felony plus life for the murder. So
yeah.
double life.
yeah, that's how they
Meaning
were
you're never getting out.
Yeah, I was that close.
I mean, how did it feel? Because you're like 25 at the time?
24.
24 years old. Potentially, you got no bond,
No,
right?
10.2 million.
10.2 million, meaning
At first it was 3.5, and then I asked for a bail. And when I asked for a bail, they boosted it.
well, I mean, could you have come up with 3.5?
Shit, I was gonna try.
You're going to try, like put up some houses and whatever
Yeah, I
else?
was gonna try. Me and my manager was gonna try to make it happen.
Okay, but then they raised it up to 10.2. So then it's like, okay, forget it.
Yeah, it's
This
done.
is
I'm
not
gonna be
happening.
here for a minute.
Right, because you're basically sitting in jail thinking you may never leave prison for the rest of your life
Hell yeah, it
at
was.
24 years old.
It was like honestly, it was like an 80 to 20 chance. Like, it was an 80% chance that I got life
Wow.
and a 20% chance that I didn't.
Okay, so while you're in jail awaiting the trial, you and Crip Mac run into each other.
Yeah, for sure.
And he had the Hoover Killer tattoo
Yeah,
on his face,
yeah.
which is a crazy tattoo, by the way.
Crazy as fuck.
Have you ever seen anyone else with a tattoo like that?
No.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of people with like disrespectful tattoos, but I think that's like the most like blatantly disrespectful one.
How did that fight trigger?
Shit, man, that wasn't even no fight.
No?
Nah.
What was it?
Demolishing.
Okay.
Nah, shit, man. He bullshit, like big for nothing type shit. He landed over there. I seen him. Basically he landed in Wayside where I was at. I was already there probably for like 6 months. I was back on my workout and stuff. I started blowing up. So I seen him. When I seen him, he landed in the dorm with the homies. He landed in the dorm with 2 of my homies and shit. So
Are they Hoovers too?
yeah, they from Hoover.
Why would they put someone with a Hoover Killer tattoo on their face with Hoovers?
That's welcome to LA County. You can land anywhere.
Are they doing it on purpose, or do you think it
Nah,
was just they didn't know?
They just put you. It's people everywhere. Like, you been from Hoover neighborhood, certain blood hoods. Like, you land anywhere in the county, you're gonna get a fade. Like, it's so many different. Like, you land in the dorm be having like 66 people inside. So
You don't know who you got.
no, it's everybody.
Yeah. Okay. It's everything.
So it's like you land in there, you gonna have a fade from somebody.
Okay, but have you heard of Crip Mac before? That was the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, you already knew who
He
he
was
was.
trolling the fuck out of me on the internet.
Oh.
Yeah, he was trolling me, and I never used to be responding. Like, I used to say like little shit, but all the like him, he used to do all the little theatricals, talk like he was gonna break my neck when he see me. Like, there's plenty of videos. Like, I was just watching one the other day. I wasn't watching it. It had came on my TV. I was watching some videos, and they popped on my TV. And he was talking about like he hope I get life and die in that motherfucker.
Damn.
And when he catch me, he gonna break my neck.
Okay, so now you're face to face with him.
Yep.
What happens?
So basically, like I said, he landed in the dorm with the homies. So I was downstairs. He landed upstairs. So we was out at yard when he landed. So when he landed, it was a cool CO there, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, can I go talk to the homie real quick? I'm like, it's only gonna be 5 minutes. So when my homie he like, yeah, go over there. So when I went over there, I walked up to their dorm, like it's bars, so they could see us and we could talk through the bars. Crip Mac was on the phone. And when he was on the phone, I seen him, we made eye contact. And I told him, I said, come here, Custer. And he came to the bars. He like, what's up? I'm like, yeah, as soon as we could go to yard, we gonna get that out the way. So like, check it out, like come to yard. So I ended up going back down. The police told me, he like, hey, that's enough, Morgan, like, come on. So I go down and shit, I go back to my dorm. And the next day I ended up seeing my homie at visiting, and he was telling me, he like, bro, that nigga Crip Mac was nervous. He was biting his nails, walking, like pacing back and forth. He like, but he was talking about you little. He said if he hit you, he gonna hurt you. He said you a little nigga. I'm like, man, I'm not worried about nothing. Like, I got him. So long story short, fucking one of the sergeants at Wayside I was pretty cool with. He used to always come over there and speak to me and shit. So I told him, I'm like, hey man, like, can we go to yard with them? And he like, you wanna go to yard with them? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. I got homies over there. So he told me, he like, all right, I'm gonna let y'all out together. So I'm like, it's good. So I went to the door, the back door, I knocked on it. I'm like, tell Crip Mac they about to let us out to yard together, so come outside. Like, I need that. So he like, all right. So Crip Mac, he's like super theatrical and stuff. He pump himself all up. He standing at the door breathing all hard like he about to do something. I'm just like, man, it's good. So he go out to yard. He storm out the door fast as fuck. They let him out to yard. He's super animated. Then I go out there, like I said, I'm real calm, relaxed. I just tell him, I walk up to him actually, like to tell him, like I was trying to tell him, like soon as the police walk off, like we gonna do it up. So when I went to go tell him, like he was ready. As soon as I went to go tell him, like we finna, I'm like, hey, I walked up to him, I'm like, hey, as soon as the police walk, he started like squaring up with me. I'm like chill out, like we gonna get it, like chill out. So long story short, the police left. I'm like, you ready? He like, yeah. He square up. I throw my hands up. He swing like some crazy, wild, loose shit. When he swing, I dodge it. He swing again, I dodge it again. And I just connect. I threw like a two-piece. And I connect with his chin, and then I try to take his chin off with a right. And he smacked the ground, and he was done. I started beating on him on the ground and stuff. And when I started beating on him on the ground, he was just squirming. Like, he was just on the ground squirming. His mouth was leaking and shit. He just kept on saying, all right, cuz. I'm like, you ain't no Hoover killer, bitch. Keep the set out your mouth, nigga. And I kept on just smashing him on the ground. Then he just was like squirming and shit. And then somebody ended up telling me, oh, no, his homie, some dude that was banging 40s was like, hey, like, let him up. I'm like, nigga, that's out. And I told the homie Dillinger, I'm like, man, get cuz, like, and I just kept on smashing Crip Mac. I let him up. And I told him, like, keep the set out your mouth. I tried to fire on him again. He started, like, backpedaling. Then afterwards, he just came over there. He like, you really a boxer, cuz? And then I'm like, and I told him, I'm like, you better not go on no interview and tell nobody that you beat me up neither, you bitch ass nigga. Like, nigga gonna crash you. He was like, all right, I'm not, cuz I'm gonna keep it 55th Street. Then he shook my hand. I went my way, he went his way.
Okay. Did he talk about it afterwards?
Yeah, he talked about it plenty of times.
And what did he say?
He said I whooped his ass.
Okay, so he admitted in terms of what happened.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, does Crip Mac, is he like autistic or have, because I feel like he's not 100% there.
Yeah, he definitely like a little off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he a little off. But like I said, he cool, he got a good heart. He just gotta find himself. Like, yeah. he seemed real lost. Like, he a pretty genuine person though. I know, like, he solid. Like, after we fought and shit, he started asking me, like, do I need food and shit? Like, that
so y'all became cool after that?
Nah, we wasn't cool. He just was asking me, do I need food?
Okay.
Like, he came over there, he had a big ass bag of like all noodles. And he like, hey, you need some soup? So I'm like, nah, I'm good. Then he called me a few more times and asked me like about his mom, because I met his mom. One day I was with my little homegirl, Lady Jap, and we was in Vegas. We was out to eat at Applebee's, and his mom worked there. And she came and she ended up asking me, she's like, your name Jap? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, after you finish eating, can we take a picture together? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you beef with my son. And I was like, who your son? And she was like, oh, that don't matter right now. So
why would she take a picture with the guy that beat up her kid?
No, at the time I didn't beat him up.
Oh,
she said you beef with my son.
Beefing. Oh, okay,
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and I just took a picture with her. She was very respectful. Yeah. Like, she was a real cool lady.
Yeah, why was it got nothing to do with
Yeah,
this?
exactly. And you know, I'm not on that type of time. I'm respectful. Like I said, I keep my beef in the street.
You said something interesting. You said that in prison, rival gang members get along, but then they get out and they try to kill each other.
Yeah, that's so backwards to me. It's like I said, when you think about it, it's like you get life, and then once you get life in jail, it's too black, too strong. Like, y'all gotta be cool. Like I said, it might be some neighborhood selling phones in there. Like I gotta go get my phone through a neighborhood. Like I said, it might be a riot in the neighborhood gotta save you. Like, same thing is like vice versa. Like the Hoovers might have phones and the neighborhood might want to buy one, or weed, or whatever the people want to buy. It's like the opposites might have it, and it's like y'all got to do business. Same thing, like you got to share the bars. Like you work out, you're going to be working out with Crips. So it's like after just learning like how to coexist, because prison was my first time learning how to coexist with my enemies. Everything before that, it was like on site. So it's like you catch them outside, it's on that. In the halls, it's on that. County jail, fades on site, lineups. Prison, you got to coexist. Like you get on any book, you're getting in trouble by your homies.
Well, now that you're older, right? Because you're almost 30 now. When you look at a situation like, all right, Hoovers have beef with Rolling 60s.
Yeah.
It's on site. But this beef started before you were born. As we're going through the history, you don't even know some of it because it's before your time and it's murky and so forth, right? Now that you're older, you have kids, to think about, I have to go physically attack someone, possibly kill someone that I don't know over a reason that I'm not quite sure about. Does it sound a little crazy now that you get older?
Yeah, most definitely. It's like, it's not even no age limit on it.
Right.
I feel like just hearing it, like just understanding, like once you develop an understanding to understand that it's like, for example, like playing basketball against a team and your team versus their team, and it's like you can't score. It's like it's no scoring. Because like you can't kill all your enemies. It's going to be a new batch of them that graduate from high school next year.
Right.
It's like when you just think about like the ongoing history, it's like you can't kill all the ops. You can't do nothing. It's like, what are you doing it for? At the end, there's nowhere, like I don't know no place right now where I can go, and I got hella street credit. I don't know nowhere where I could go with my street credit and go get no Hellcat off no lot or no house in my name.
Right.
Like they don't give a fuck who Infant Jap is. They don't give a fuck about who Jap the shooter is. They don't give a fuck about none of that. Like I said, that shit only matter in jail. And it barely matter in jail because you're going to get there and it's going to be a dude that's been down for 40 years that run everything, that don't give a fuck about who you are, because life for him is prison.
Okay, so you're locked up facing double life over the homicide.
Yeah.
And when did you get to the whole plea deal conversation?
Really right before I started trial.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're about to go
I was about to go
court.
Yeah, I was
How
about to go to
nervous
trial.
are you over that court?
It's
Did you
like-
have a real lawyer by the time?
Yeah, I had a real lawyer.
Okay. So you didn't have a court-appointed
Shout out to
lawyer.
my lawyer too for getting me out that motherfucker, man.
Okay, so you have a real lawyer, but still, you're facing a murder.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're scared to death. Come on, man, you're human.
Nah, honestly, like at first I was, but I believe in God. So, like I know that you can't have no doubts in God. Like if you can't doubt God, you got to just know that he going to do his work. And that was more so like my mindset. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm a good person. Like, I did a lot of bad, but I'm like, my heart is still where it's good at.
Well,
so I just...
Yeah, but look, I remember Tory Lanez before his trial. I remember he tweeted, I'm going to show y'all how powerful my God is, and everyone will stand in awe after all this is done.
Yeah.
And then a day later, he gets found guilty and he got 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You could believe in God, you could feel you're a good person, but you got a judge and you got a jury.
Yeah, for sure.
And you got prosecutors. And they have way more, because this was a state case, not a Fed case, right?
Yeah, it was a state
Well,
case.
even with the state, you have the state of California versus you.
Yeah.
And this is one of the biggest states, basically the most powerful state in the country, with all the money they need, all the research, all the detectives, cameras.
Yeah.
Then you got, even if you didn't do it, then you got people that are willing to snitch and say you did just so they can get out of jail.
For sure.
Right? So you got a lot riding against you in a situation like this. So how many days before trial did the plea deal start coming together?
It was the first day. Like when I was
so you're actually in trial.
I was going for jury selection.
Oh, shit.
I had my clothes and all that. I had my tuxedo, everything ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I was ready to bat.
Okay. And then what? The prosecution felt they didn't have a great case?
Yeah, they just came to me and was like, look, my lawyer came to me. He said, man, I got some good news. And I'm like, okay, what's the good news? He like, they just like, you know, this whole time he like, man, they been offering you nothing. Like they said, like, life, that's it. They ain't offered you no deals. He like, so this is big. And I'm like, all right, what? He like, 7 years. I'm like, 7 years? Like 7? And he like, yes, 7 years. I'm like, I'll take it right now.
Oh, you didn't even think about it. Okay, so how much time served did you have at that point?
About 2.5.
Okay. 2.5. Best case, you get what, 50% of the time?
66.
66, 2/3. Yeah. Okay, so 7 years turns into maybe 5?
Yep.
About that. 2.5 in, you're kind of halfway done.
Exactly.
Okay. So you didn't even try to negotiate at that point.
But give it here. Where do I sign?
Where's the pen?
Yep. I just told him to shoot it.
Was that like the happiest day of your life at that point?
At the time, honestly, no, because I wanted to go like directly home.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't gonna happen.
I wanted, you know, I believed. Like I said, honestly, like I put all my trust in God, and I just knew, like, you know, I used to pray every day. I just knew that when it came down to it, I was gonna go home. Like that, I'm like, it's all or nothing. Like that was my mindset. So it's like when they came to me with 7, like, you know, I was happy. I'm like I'm gonna get to make it home to my daughters again, and I'm gonna get to make it home before 30. Like, so I was blessed. Like, you know, I definitely was blessed and humbled. Like it humbled me, and I just was ready. Like I'm like, all right, just to know that I had a secure date that I was gonna make it back home to my family. That's what mattered the most to me.
Okay, so now you start serving your real time.
Yeah.
But as you're serving your time in 2025, on your birthday, your dad gets killed.
For real.
And it was sort of just a weird situation, right? Like an altercation happened.
Yeah.
Can you describe what happened?
I really too much don't know what happened. Like I was on the inside, but I just knew, like, I remember like going to sleep the night before, and I was telling all my cellies and stuff, like, I'm like, yeah, when I wake up in the morning, I know I'm gonna wake up to hella good morning text, because we had tablets. So I'm like, I know I'm gonna wake up to hella good morning text. So they like, hell yeah, for sure. So I end up, I went to sleep, I woke up, and when I woke up, I signed into my tablet, and the first message I seen was sorry for your loss. I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I just started seeing like a bunch of like sorry for your loss and crying like faces and shit. So I really was like, what the fuck is that about? So my baby mama had ended up messaging me. It was like, your mom said call her ASAP. So I called her ASAP, and when I called her, my mom was crying. She like, she said, happy birthday, baby. Sorry to tell you, but your dad like just got killed. I was like, damn. Like I didn't know how to take it. Like, you know, I kind of didn't believe it. Like, you know, taking a loss from the inside is like, it's hard to register, because it's like I already been away from him, so it felt like fake.
Well, right, because he was already out at that time, right?
Yeah, he was out.
And he got into an argument with some dude on the street. It wasn't gang related.
Not
it was
at
just
all.
a regular argument. I guess the guy pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the groin.
Yeah.
And then he bled to death.
Yeah, I guess they had a fight, and however it happened, like I guess my dad didn't realize that he was stabbed. They say he just fell back.
Yeah. Huh. Were you in contact with your dad leading up to that whole situation?
Yeah, hell yeah. Me and him had got into it. Like, we wasn't really seeing eye to eye. Like, but that's my dog, like, you know? Like.
Were you able to go to the funeral?
Nah, they didn't let me go.
Really? They wouldn't even let you go to the funeral?
Hell no. They my CSR was too high. Like, I was a 5. Like, they had me labeled as like high, like the highest. So I couldn't, they wasn't letting me do nothing like that. My CSR level had to be low to be able to go to a funeral.
The guy that killed him, he was arrested?
Yeah.
And convicted?
Nah, I know he's starting trial soon.
Oh, he's still locked up?
Yeah, he down.
If this guy gets life in prison, how would that make you feel?
No way. I feel no way.
You don't care?
Nah.
So that wouldn't bring any like sort of closure to your life?
Nah, hell no. I'm not the type of person like that. Like, I don't wish jail on nobody. Like, even though he did that, like, you know, it's life. Like, honestly, it might sound cruel, but, you know, I became so numb to this shit. It's like, it's life. Like, you know, can't nothing bring my pops back. So it's like, at the end of the day, now it's like, it's what's done is done. Like, I don't wish life on him. I don't wish he get life. Yeah, so it is what it is. Like, it's done already.
Let's just say he walked in the room right now and sat down next to you and said, listen, I'm sorry. It was a fight. And, you know, once hands started getting thrown, you know, anything goes.
Yeah.
I didn't want to kill him, but I was also scared, and that's what happened. I'm sorry. Would you accept that apology, or would you?
No, I would accept the apology.
You would?
Yeah, I'll forgive him.
Really?
I want to be forgiven for everything that I've done, so I gotta forgive people.
Really? Yeah, I mean, I just talked to my man Napoleon from the Outlaws.
Yeah.
And when he was like a baby, these guys came into his house and killed his mother and father. And the guy just got out, but he turned Muslim in prison. And Napoleon's like a hardcore Muslim. He moved to Saudi Arabia, and he had a conversation with him and forgave him.
Yeah.
The guy said, I was a different person back then. I'm not that anymore.
The people that came into the house, they was pretty much friends with my father. They grew up with my father.
Yeah.
And they used to spend the night at my grandmother's house. You understand? One day they came in as if it was a normal visit, took out weapons, killed my father, shot him in the chest one time. Instantly he died. My mother, she was pretty much, you know, and this let me realize the power and the strength of a mother when it comes to protect their children. My mother, she was running around the house grabbing me and my brothers. They shot her 13 times before she passed away, you know. But she was able to protect us, you know. She hid in the bathroom. Then my little brother, he was only 6 months. She hid him in the drawer, the dresser, cracked the dresser, you know. And me and my other brother, you know, by the permission of God, she was able to save us, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that, you know.
Yeah, you gotta
forgive the person that killed my mom and dad.
Gotta be strong.
I don't know if I could do that, you know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it takes a different type of person.
Yeah, you gotta be strong, and then you gotta be understanding also. It's like, you know, we come from, like, I got a lot of homies that's fighting murders right now. And I got a lot of family members that's fighting murders right now. So it's like I was trying to explain to people, like, a lot of people was yelling, free me. Like, a lot of people was like, free Jap, I hope he come home. But then it's like, when someone killed one of your relatives, it's like, you like, oh, I hope he rot in jail. Like, that's hypocritical. Like, that's been a hypocrite, you know? That's hypocritical as fuck. It's like, you want a killer to come home, but then you want another one to go down. It's like, if I'm fighting a murder and you want me to come home, you yelling free Jap, and then this other person fighting a murder on your relative and you want him to die in jail. Like, how is that? Like, you gotta understand, like, if you gonna play the game, you gotta play it. Like, it's certain rules and regulations that come with this shit. It's like, you can't wish death on nobody, because it's like, all right, it's just how you yelling free Jap, it's a lot of people yelling, man, I hope he die in that motherfucker. So.
Yeah, I just feel the whole game is rigged, man. I feel like it's not designed for you to win.
Yeah, for sure.
You got these street rules that I feel really benefit the guys on top. Like, they say you shouldn't snitch, but most times that's the dudes at the top trying to protect themselves and letting all the little homies go to prison for shit that they're doing. Because let's say, you know, you don't snitch, you get out, what's the prize? It's not like they really take care of you in prison. It's not like you get out and there's a house waiting for you and a car and so forth. And a lot of these rules, man, it makes sense and it doesn't make sense, and it's hypocritical in a lot of ways, and people end up losing their entire lives in a split second. One bad decision, you get angry, you do something, you know, girls are involved. A lot of times you're high, you're not thinking properly. You know, I've interviewed so many guys in this situation over the years.
Yeah.
And there's never I'm proud of what I did and I want my kids to do the exact same thing that I did. It's always like, damn, like, now that I know better, I feel crazy that I even went down this road.
Yeah, I feel like it's more so just stemmed off of, like, generational curse. Like, you know, like, it's like, how do you expect somebody to teach somebody that don't know nothing? It's like, how do you expect the blind to lead people?
Yeah.
It's like, when it come down to it, like, I can't blame my dad for raising me the way that he raised me when he was raised the way that he was raised. It's like, as time starts to transpire, you gotta understand that it's like, you can't blame the people that come from where you come from, because it's like they come from the same place you come from. So it took me myself to educate myself and really realize that what I was doing is wrong. And it made me also want to step forward, like as far as like changing my community and just impacting the life of all the youngins that look up to me, and just letting them know like there's different ways to do it. Like you don't gotta be a shooter to be from your gang. Like I learned that from me doing time. Like you said, they used to call me Infant Jap the Shooter. Like that's what I was. I was known as the shooter. But then also I learned over time that a shooter is the lowest form of a street nigga. Like that's the lowest form. It's like you got people with the money, with power that could tell you to go do something.
Yeah,
you
no
go
one
do
wants
it.
to be the shooter.
Yeah.
They always want someone else to do it for you.
It's broken now, but that's what's so glorified. The shooters is glorified now. So it's like when people realize that you're the shooter and that being a shooter is glorified, everybody want to be a shooter now. As rappers rap about it, everything is about being a shooter. But like I said, the shooter is the lowest form of a street soldier. And it's like a shooter is a pawn. Because you gonna go to jail, ain't nobody gonna bail you out, ain't nobody gonna put money on your books. And most of the shooters I know, honestly, can't bail out for a shooting. Like if you
That's
can't,
crazy.
I'm
All
not
the
catching
shooters
no.
that you know can't bail out for their own shooting.
Yeah, like it's like the scammers and all that that's getting money, they can bail out for whatever they want to, but they not out there shooting. It's like the shooters is usually like the dudes that can't bail out.
I mean, I've always heard stories that, for example, a lot of New Orleans dudes were talking about how much they would get paid and so forth. Was there actual paid shootings during your time? Were people actually putting money, or is it just like, yo, it's on site, this is what we do anyways?
Nah, it was just living life, like, you know, like I said, just rules of the game.
So you guys aren't even getting paid for this shit?
Hell no.
So it's not like there's a ticket associated with this particular act?
Nah.
So you're taking all the risk and you get none of the reward?
Handshakes and hugs.
Handshakes and hugs. Wow. Well, you know, my condolences to your dad. Snoop Dogg actually said R.I.P. in the comments. There's a dude that kind of broke down the story.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether Snoop and your dad knew each other, but he paid his condolences.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah. Did you know about that?
Nah, hell no. That's dope, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Snoop Dogg for that.
Shout
I
out to Snoop
appreciate
Dogg.
that.
But you're still locked up. Now, at one point, you get a release date, which was January 31st, 2026.
Shit, I had a release date since I went to prison, since I took my time.
Didn't it get lower based on good time and stuff
hell
like
yeah.
that?
I was in there doing classes,
Yeah,
all
that's what I'm
type of
saying.
shit.
So you have one, but it's getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah, so my original release date for right now is October. It was October 2028.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was my original release date, but
Then
I
it
just
gets pushed
took a
up
bunch
to
of
January,
classes. Yeah,
January 31st.
I did youth offender program classes. I did a computer technician. I did youth diversion program. I did a bunch of like just self-help and emotional intelligence, life skills, victims impact, ARC. Like I just did a bunch of classes like that, knocked off a bunch of time, and I ended up getting off like almost 2 years.
As you're taking these classes, right, and I'm talking to you, you're an intelligent guy, I'm talking to you like as an equal, right?
Yeah.
I went to college, you didn't, but who cares, right? At the end of the day, we're both two smart people. As you're taking these classes, learning these skills, are you thinking, because you didn't graduate high school, you got your GED.
Nah, I did. I graduated high school.
Oh, you graduated high school?
Yeah, I got my diploma.
Oh, okay. But you didn't go to college?
Nah, I didn't go to college.
But as you're taking these classes, did you start thinking like, damn, like my life could have really been a different direction from the jump? I could have been high school, college, good job, career, starting a business, and so forth. Like, did you start thinking like that? Because it's not like everyone else is not, you know, it's not like you're as smart, if not smarter than everyone else.
Yeah.
It's not like, for example, like a Crip Mac situation where I think that he has like autism, maybe a learning disability or whatever else. You actually could have gone as far as anybody.
Yeah.
Did you start realizing that as you're taking these classes and these trades?
So not exactly. I just started realizing like how important education is. And a lot of the stuff I started to like, when I was in class, a lot of stuff I was knowing already from my street smarts, but I just did not have the dictionary definition of it. So like I didn't know what PTSD was, but I knew like when certain things come around, I get real paranoid, like, or like, you know, so I didn't understand like the dictionary definition of like trauma and everything that we go through, you know, as humans, and like the in and outs of life. Like I didn't understand the actual definition of it. So once I start putting a definition with it, I'm like, oh, that's what that is. So yeah, that's what it taught me.
Okay, so January 31st, 2026.
Yeah.
You get out. What was that first day like?
Shit, it was amazing, man.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Because at that point, you've been in for like 5 years?
Yep.
So you missed a whole bunch of shit.
A whole lot of shit.
A whole lot of shit. What was different about the world when you got out?
I feel like everything is more like social media based, and the same thing with just like technology. Like most of the stuff like that you got to go through your phone. Like I went to McDonald's and like different restaurants, and they don't be having like that many employees no more.
Yeah.
Like everything's like through a
go to
kiosk and shit. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So it's like if you don't have a card, you fucked. Like for real. So it's like just seeing stuff like that, and then just seeing like how like more graphic everything is on the internet. Like I feel like everything's recorded now. Like back then it wasn't like that. Like I feel like everything's recorded. Like you can go see shootings and killings and brutal stuff. Like there's all type of stuff like posted on the internet. So it's like it's crazy. It's like back then that stuff would get your Instagram deleted. That stuff would do a whole lot of shit. It's like now it's just in front of your face. Like same thing. It's a lot of people like these I don't know what to call them, like the people that be doing like reviews and talking on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like basically the YouTubers, like the dudes that be talking about all this gang shit, they all snitching. They all building cases for the police and the DA. They putting together nice cases.
Yeah.
Like I'd be seeing those videos like, wow, these people is really telling. Like these dudes is fighting cases right now, active cases, and you making, yeah, I don't know how the fuck they be doing all that, but it's big on that too. So
yeah, I mean, shout out to Traplo Ross. He's one of the names I think of what you're talking about. Yeah. Not what I do.
Yeah, people.
You know, that's his thing. I just do interviews, but he actually lays out, and sometimes he doesn't get it right.
Yeah.
Sometimes he gets it right.
Yeah, that's dangerous. People don't realize that they out here really like fucking people. Like people don't realize that they want to get their content, they want to get their money, they want to do whatever they doing. But it's people in there suffering and spending life in prison behind with their content.
Well, but it's not like the video puts them in prison.
No, but it's like you got to think about it like as far as like an active case. Like, for example, like I got homies that's on a case right now, and they fighting the case. Like they just went to jail, but it's already interviews coming out like where they talking and they're saying too much, and it's like y'all, all the DA got to do is go watch this video and come to court with all this information, and he's gonna look like a fucking genius. It's like people were building a lot of cases like that.
Yeah, I've always been careful about talking about open cases with people. You know, people like to say that I'm the feds and I send people to prison, but you know, for example, you say you didn't want to talk about, you know, the case that you just did prison for, and I'm like, cool, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, but you actually, technically you could talk about it since you've already done it, but since you said you don't want to talk about it, cool, we're going to go on. But if you actually had active cases, I wouldn't even talk about them.
Yeah.
Because I'm aware of, it's all going to be part of the case at that point.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to send anyone to prison.
Exactly. And the reason like to clear it up, like the reason why I didn't want to talk about it is because, you know, sometimes when things are over with, it's over with. Like, you know, like it's buried behind me. Like I did my time and everything. Like I want to put that behind me. I don't want to talk about nothing that's going to make it look or even twist it so anybody could make it look like I'm glorifying anything. Like, you know, like I don't glorify anything. Like what happened. I apologize, like, you know, for the role that I played in it. And, you know, I wish the best for everybody who was like, who got hurt in the situation. Like, you know, it wasn't my intention, like, you know, but that's it. I don't glorify nothing, and I don't want to make it look like I'm on here glorifying anything, because that's not the way to go. Yeah,
I mean, one of the worst, I think, times in VladTV history, probably the worst time, if I think about kind of everything I've done, was the interview I did with BTB Savage. Do you know about the story?
Nah.
So BTB Savage was a Texas rapper, like an underground rapper, who got into a situation with someone. It was like a drug deal gone bad, and the guy tried to rob him, and they managed to like get the gun away from him, and he ended up killing the guy who robbed him. Right? Yeah. Him and his girl got the gun away, and then they ended up killing the guy. And as he's telling the story, he's kind of bragging about it in a certain regard, right?
And then he was like, well, he died. And I was like, shit, good. Like, my fucking son was in there. I was like, so whatever go on, I ain't tripping. Like that, I did that shit for my son. I was like, he got it, he had to go, he had to die. Like that. And I was like, I couldn't really grab the time where it was time for me to grab the gun and she would have slid it. He could have grabbed it. So shit, I told her to blow him. That's what she gotta do. Like, I mean, shit, that's my girl at the time. So shit, if I step, you better step. There I go.
So we put the interview out, and then after the interview's out, he posts a picture of himself at the crime scene with blood all over the floor, and he's like holding his jewelry up with the caption, "Too much motion." And later that day, he gets killed.
Yeah.
And it was like, damn. And it was like, well, had he not bragged in the interview, had he not posted a picture, because, you know, the dude that he had, you know, that got killed had people that I'm sure, like, I don't know that these two situations are related, but when you look at it, it's like, probably.
Yeah.
And it had to do, you know, if he had, you know, but I let people talk, you know what I'm saying? But I think if he had approached it a little bit differently, say, hey, listen, I'm really sorry about what happened. It was a very sad situation. I'm sorry about, you know, for his family and so forth.
Yeah.
And had he not posted that picture, things could have worked out a little bit differently. But yeah, when you talk about people losing their lives,
yeah, it's sensitive.
It's sensitive and it doesn't go away.
Yeah, and then it's like, you gotta also understand, like, it's like a lot of people have family members, and like with, like, they don't have to gang bang. Like, that could be somebody's brother. He could have a brother that's into sports. It's like, you go in there now and you glorifying a homicide or something, and it just triggers something into his brother, and it makes his brother go get revenge, or his mom, dad, like anybody, like cousins. Like, you know, it's just a sensitive subject, and it's like, sometimes you gotta be careful what you say and how you say it, because you never know who it's gonna trigger.
Well, now you're out, and celebrity boxing seems to be a big thing.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Blueface fight?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I feel like he did his thing. I feel like what he said, like, I feel like they chose to, I don't know, you know, sometimes when you a winner, like, they try to find everything. Like, I don't know. It's like me, for example. Like, I done punched out so many people, knocked out so many people. My county jail record probably more than 200 to like 5 losses. I done had 200 wins to 5 losses. And it's like, you got this dude come out here and do an interview speaking on how he did this or did that, just lying. And now the whole world is just like, oh, 4X is just glorifying him. I feel like when it come down to it, it's like, you can do whatever you do. They gonna try to find a scuff on your chuck no matter what. It's like, that's just what goes with the game. It's like, when you somebody, they gonna try to find any reason. I feel like Blueface did his thing. Like, I feel like, but the part that they did post, like, it's like, it's hater shit. That's what they do.
You mean him getting knocked out of the ring?
Yeah, like, that's...
But that really happened, though.
No, it happened, but it's like, why y'all didn't put the part when he was really socking on him? Like, you know, he was doing his thing. Blueface really got squabbled. Like, he really was doing his thing.
I agree. I mean, Blueface could really fight. I mean, I've interviewed him. A matter of fact, the Nick Young media day, I was right there on the table, you know, between the two of them.
Yeah.
Right? But, you know, Clarissa Shields, you know, she commented on it, and this is potentially one of the greatest, if not the greatest female boxer ever.
Yeah.
And she said, well, in her opinion, Blueface lost. And what she said was, a lot of these rappers were getting in the ring, they need to spend about 6 months training, because a jail fight is not a boxing ring. A street fight is not a boxing ring. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's like, instead of looking at like stuff like that, like, that's Clarissa Shields. That's somebody who been boxing her whole life.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's easy for somebody to say that. That's like putting somebody that ain't never been through nothing in jail. I bet you put her in jail, she'd probably get her snacks took and shit. Like that shit don't mean nothing.
I don't know,
like,
man. I think she might sock up a couple people.
Shit, you can sock up whatever. Like I said, I've socked up plenty of people. I didn't land in dorms where they didn't put out knives and turn me straight. Like, I'm like, oh, like I said, what you gonna do? You could be the coldest boxer in the world. You land up in a dorm and somebody pull a knife on you.
So you had a situation like that?
Plenty of them.
So you were about to get into it with someone, they pulled a knife
No,
out,
I land in
and you're like, all
dorms.
right, you got that.
No, I land in dorms and I'll be like, oh yeah, like they tell me like, oh yeah, you got fades or whatever. Or like, you know, after fighting for so long in the county, like your name start to go around. So I'm landing in dorms with some people that be like, this nigga not finna knock me out. And they'll pull out a knife. And when they pull out a knife, like I didn't same thing. I done been in the court tanks, seen somebody walk in, where you from? Oh, I'm from neighborhood, I'm from here, I'm from there. And I'll be like, all right, well, I need that. And niggas be like, I'm not doing no fighting, and pull out a knife. I'll be like, you got that, big dog. You got that.
I don't blame you, man.
Yeah.
What, you say you lost like 5 fights?
Yeah, in my whole life, like in my county jail history. Hell yeah, probably about 5 fights.
Well, what was the worst fight that you lost?
It's really it never really worse. I just feel like I said, I'll be putting a lot of people to bed or dropping people. So whenever I don't feel like I dropped nobody or did, I feel like I lost. I feel like I didn't park them.
But you never taken any like gotten jumped, like a real serious loss, get put in the hospital.
No, never.
So you never gotten stabbed.
I'd never even, like, other than Forex is probably the only person that ever knocked me down, and that's, like I said, that he used his body to do it. It wasn't like I've never been from the shoulders, got parked. I never got dropped. I never been knocked out. Never had no jaw broke, busted nose, broken nothing, black eyes, nothing.
Yeah, but it could happen one day.
No, most definitely it could.
We're all human, right? There's always someone tougher than us.
I'm gonna stay away from that though. Like, you know, like I know how to defend myself more than anything. Like, you know, I'm a defensive fighter, so I'm gonna defend myself. But I'm not into the boxing shit though. I'm cool. I want to focus on rapping. I'm a rapper. Like I said, I feel like whenever you don't do stuff like that, you open up a topic of conversation for people to be saying stuff like, oh, these rappers need to be in the gym more. It's like, I don't even want nobody saying no stuff like that about me, because it's like, at the end of the day, y'all not looking at the fact that this dude got out there. Like, you know, like that's all that matters. He got out there, he did his thing.
I respect it. All I'm saying is, I used to box at one point. It takes a lot of training to get to the point, because, you know, a street fight usually doesn't last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Usually a minute, then, you know, whoever breaks it up, or it's over, or whatever, there's kicking, or, you know, the person's on the ground, whatever else, like a whole 3 minutes, then take a minute break, and then come in for another 3 minutes. It's just a different type of activity. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, like, you know, my man Adam 22, I was there with him in Miami.
Yeah.
When that Jason Love fight happened. And, you know, you say you know how to block. I wish that my man Adam knew how to block, because after that first punch, he realized he couldn't block.
Yeah.
I felt seriously bad for him. What'd you think of that fight?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Nah, hell no.
You want to see it?
Shit, all right. Yeah,
all
I really
right,
don't be
hold
too.
on.
Yeah, I really don't be too into all that stuff.
Let me get your professional boxing opinion. Because it only lasted about 40 seconds, so.
Hell no, for real.
You know we got our back. Go Todd. Oh shit. Never let a man fuck your bitch. Never let a man fuck your bitch. Oh no. Oh my God. Never. No. No way. Oh. Wait. No. This ain't going long. Oh my God. Told y'all. No. Told y'all. Yo. He practices score punch, not take a punch. Bro, Adam, what are you doing? It's going down. This is all part of the plan. Black set him up. This is all part of the plan. Black set him up.
This was not part of the plan, by the way.
Get him good training. This is all part of the plan. Yo, what the fuck? Bitch, now fuck you up. You set him up. I gave her back shots and I fucked you up.
And it's over. Listen, man, I love Adam. That's my friend. I feel seriously bad being, you know, right there ringside, seeing that happen. He did not throw a single punch in that whole fight.
Shit, he was blocking.
He was trying to block. I don't think he was successfully blocking.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that boxing match right there?
I think that wasn't no boxing match. It looked like that black dude was on a heavy bag.
Well, that's Jason Love.
Yeah, it looked like he was on a heavy bag, just punching the heavy bag.
Adam was a heavy bag. Shout out to Adam, man. I think the boxing career is over. He got a nice check for it, though.
Yeah.
So, would you entertain an actual boxing match?
Probably if the money's worth it. But as far as that, I feel like I said, I'm a rapper. I want to focus on rapping and doing music. Like I said, I don't want to too much get into anything else. I feel like it's one or the other. I don't got enough time to be. I'm so focused on my music right now. I don't got time to train. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I go to the gym late. Like, you know, I don't got time to really do nothing. I'm trying to just focus on his music and blow up with that. I feel like you got to choose one or the other. It's like a doctor trying to be a dentist. It's like you can't balance between the doctor and the dentist. If you're gonna be a doctor, you got to be a doctor and do doctor shit. Like I'm a rapper, I want to do rapper shit. I'm focused on my music and my craft and perfecting it. Like I'm a rapper, I want to do rapper shit. I'm focused on my music and my craft and perfecting it.
So what's next for you?
Shit, just going crazy, dropping projects. I got a lot of stuff coming soon, like a lot of songs, a lot of singles that's about to come. I'm working on my mixtape. Yep, so that's pretty much it.
Anyone you're working with?
No names I want to disclose right now.
Okay. Well, Jap5, man, listen, congratulations on getting through what you went through.
Appreciate you.
Because I think a lot of people would have folded along the way. To be 24 years old and facing double life. I mean, you could say that I wasn't worried, I believe in God and so forth, but along the way, there's those moments that I'm sure that you really were worried.
It was hard times. Like I said, it was a battle, but like I said, it's kind of like just knowing. It's like I said, it's a fight. It's like if you about to fight Adam right now, like you could think Adam gonna whoop your ass, but then it's like at the end of the day, you gotta know like, nah, I got him. Like once you develop that mindset, like I got him, can't nothing else hold you back. Now if you lose, then you lose, but as long as you win in that fight, knowing that you got him, then that's just what comes with it. I went in that fight knowing I got him. Like I knew I wasn't gonna get life. I told a lot of people, don't count me out, I'm coming home. Like if y'all count me out, y'all can't count. Like just that. Like,
well, you have two daughters.
Two beautiful daughters.
What age?
8 and 4.
Okay. Now, you have girls who join gangs as well as guys. If one of your daughters said, Dad, I want to be a gangster. I want to be a Hoover.
Yeah.
I want to be a, baby female shooter or whatever, whatever name would come with that. And I'm going to do it better than you. I'm not going to make the mistakes you made. What are you going to tell them?
I'm going to tell them no. Like, you can't do that. Like, I'm going to tell them that Daddy did that enough for all of us. Like, I gang bang enough for my whole family. I've been through enough for my whole family. Like, they don't need to feel that hurt. And it's like, it's so much betrayal and disappointing, and it's so much shit in this shit, like, that stuff that I can't even talk about. Like, there's so much that comes with this shit. Like, I wouldn't wish it on nobody. Like, that's why I just want to change. And I want a lot of kids, like, that's watching me, that look up to me, that I influence and all that. I want y'all to realize, like, that, like, life ain't, gangbanging ain't as glamorous as they make it seem. Like, it's not that, man. And a lot of people wait, like, they make it look good. But it's gangsters in there crying right now behind fighting life. Like, that shit don't feel good. I don't care how tough you are. I don't know nobody with life that be like, I'll do it again. Like, you get life behind this shit, it's over. Like, your homies don't love you, your hood don't love you. Like, it's none of that shit. Like I said, we love the hood. Like, we love all that shit. That shit fun while it lasted. But it's like, at the end of the day, you gotta realize, like, it's no end goal in this shit. Like, you gonna do this shit forever. Like, there's no way you can, like, blossom. Like, it's no way. There's no way you're gonna turn into nothing successful off of that. I don't know no gangbanger that gangbanged his whole life that got anything to show for it. Like, nothing. Bullet wounds and all type of shit like that.
Well, I think that you and I kind of approach things in a similar fashion in terms of, I think 10 years ahead, right? So you're about to be done with your 20s. Yeah. You're about to enter your 30s. You can't do the same shit in your 30s that you do in your 20s.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I feel like you know that right now.
Yeah.
Like, as you're gearing up for your 30s, you can't keep acting like a 21-year-old anymore.
Not at all.
Right? And a lot of people in prison, I feel like, don't realize that. They still want to act like 20-year-olds and teenagers in their 30s and 40s. But if you think about it that way, I feel like it gives you a better perspective because you're building towards the future as opposed to still trying to live in the present. Like the whole YOLO bullshit. Like, nah, like, your life could be very long. You're supposed to live into your 80s, maybe even your 90s. You got to pace yourself. So as you're going into your 30s, you have to plan on being a 35-year-old, a 37-year-old. You got to think about your 40s and everything else like that. And if you look at successful people, the richer someone is, the farther ahead they're planning, right? People who are homeless, they're trying to get through the day. People that are middle class, they're trying to get through the year. planning vacations later on in the year and so forth. People that are rich are planning 10, 20 years ahead of time. The billionaires with the Elon Musks, the Jeff Bezos, they're planning way past their lifetimes. You see what I'm saying? Elon is talking about colonizing Mars and having interstellar species and, AI that's actually working for everyone and so forth. Like, these are people that are really thinking about things that they know they won't be alive for, but they're still planning that out.
Yeah.
And that, to me, is how success actually happens, when you start planning things out, because none of this shit is overnight.
Nothing.
You're not just going to wake up, make a song tomorrow, and then be a big rap superstar. You're going to have to keep dropping song after song after song, interview after interview, feature, show, this, networking, and so forth. And eventually things will start to happen, right? But it's all about planning. It's all about persistence. And, there's a term called 10,000 hours, right?
Yeah.
Malcolm Gladwell, he wrote a book about this where it says, if you do anything for 10,000 hours, you'll become a master at that thing.
Yeah.
But you have to put in 10,000 hours, which means years and years of work.
Yeah.
And it could be anything. It could be rapping, it could be producing, it could be managing, it could be interviews, it could be podcasting, but you have to put in that work.
Yes, sir.
And I feel like you're preparing for that. When I hear you say, like, I don't care about this boxing shit, I'm trying to be a rapper, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because it takes that focus to do that. And I've heard the songs, I hear the potential in what you're doing. You had songs that went viral and so forth, but you also went to jail, and now you can't follow that up with anything. But now that you're out, it seems like you're focusing on what you should be focusing on.
Yeah.
As opposed to, okay, let me think short term. My man said we could do this little quick scam where I could make a little 20, 30K. Now I'm back in jail again.
Yeah. See,
now I got to start over again. Now I got multiple felonies on my record, so it's not just a little slap on the wrist and so forth. So, Jap5, man, I like what I'm hearing in this interview, man, and I think you're going to do well. I wish you all the best.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
No doubt, man. Peace.